Hello, welcome to Chapter 5, where we're going to get to do a lot of solving of equations that have inequality symbols in them. So we're going to call these solving inequalities. Today we'll be doing just addition subtraction. First, let's kind of gather what even are these signs. We have a less than sign, and then a less than or equal to sign. Notice the smaller side is on the left. Those are less than signs. If it's a greater than sign or a greater than or equal to sign, you'll notice that the bigger side is on the left. So when it comes to solving equations, with the addition subtraction, the rules are the exact same as what you're used to seeing with equations. So if I have an m minus 8, the way I would solve that is by adding 8. Okay, same thing here. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And the answer is 30 is greater than m. Now, if I wanted to rewrite this in where the variable is on the left, I can do that. But since I switched the sides that the variable and the number are on, I'm also going to switch the sign. So since the smaller side was facing the m in the first place, the smaller side should still be facing the m in my final answer. To rewrite this, we're going to have something now that we're going to call set builder notation. You're going to be seeing a lot of this on Delta Math. Even though it will be happy with you not necessarily putting it in set builder notation, if you're looking at examples or the answers that it gives you, it's going to put it in set builder notation. This is what set builder notation looks like, except this time I had a variable m, so if I was to put this in set builder notation, it would look like this. Okay? So to graph this, we're going to do some number line graphing today. And basically, here's what you're going to do. Have a number line. Put yourself a happy little line on there. And label that whatever your answer is. So since my answer was 30, I'm going to label it that. Now, without ever knowing the answer, I'm going to be able to tell from a graph whether my answer had a less than, a greater than, or even the difference between a less than or equal to, or a greater than or equal to sign. And here's how I'm going to tell that. If it is a less than or a greater than sign, I will be plotting that point using a circle. If it's a less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, I'm going to be using a dot. And the way that I kind of remember that is extra ink, extra ink. I notice here, okay, there's no line underneath. There's no extra ink on the paper saying it equals. So there's no extra ink inside the circle saying it equals. Whereas here's that extra ink, so I colored it in with the extra ink. Extra ink, extra ink. In case I forgot to say, what does that line mean? It means that our number can equal whatever, or our graph can equal that number. Maybe I'll graph and I'll come back to that. So for this, it is going to be a circle since it's just a less than sign. And then come up here and read what you have. You're telling me that m is less than 30. Okay, what is a number that is less than 30? Maybe 20, 25, 0? Are those numbers to the left or to the right of my 30? They would be to the left, which means that's the direction I get to shade. You can either color it in like this, or just draw a little arrow like that. So what is the difference in these less than or the less than or equal to sign? My number, whatever it is, can be 29, 29.99, 29.9999, 29.99999, but it cannot equal 0 because it says it has to be less than. Here where it says less than or equal to, that's where it could equal 30. So that's the difference there. For today, you should not have to do any multiplication or division. We're only doing addition subtraction. So if you find yourself with an example like 3a, move the variable that isn't currently already halfway by itself. So like this 10n is more by itself than the 9n because the 9n had a minus 1. So negative 1 is less than n. If I flip that, and put it in set builder notation, that's going to be n. N is greater than negative 1. Whoops, there we go. So put your line. Is this a circle or a dot? It should be a circle. Extra ink, extra ink. It does not equal this -1 value. And it says that n is bigger than -1. Numbers bigger than -1 would be 0, 1, 2, 3. Those numbers are on the right. All right, we're going to do that word problem in class tomorrow together.